That's Pegasus' mom.
Our guest has awoken, my
Pegasus'
love.
mom?
Good evening, dear king. I do not believe we have been properly introduced. I am Count
Cosmo's
Caldor,
grandma.
former
I'm
lord
sorry.
of the realm of Colima.
The fireplace is on.
No, I don't think so.
It is not meant to be inserted into anything.
Oh man, okay. So, here, pull your chair.
I'm
Who's here?
sure.
Okay, so...
Hey guys, today we're playing King's Quest
No.
number 2, part 5.
Part 5, yeah.
In
Is
our
it part
fir-
5?
Yeah. In our
Are you sure?
Yes.
I just now got... Hold on, maybe it's part 4. No, it is part 5. It is part 5, you're right. Let me double check.
And also, guys, the first King's Quest we ever played was 2 episodes. So we weren't expecting to do 5 episodes. I was expecting like 1 episode's done. Because I thought King's Quest 2 was a very short game.
No.
But we're playing for longer than I expected.
Dude, okay, so we've got 113 points at 185. We got quite a ways to go. This may be 8 episodes. We may be like, well, no, I'll say 7. This is number 5.
Probably 7. 2 more
Okay,
to
so
go.
let's get to it. How about it? High 5. My questing buddy.
Wait, finger 5.
Finger 5. Okay, so let's look around. Let's see what's going on here.
You admire the twin chandeliers. You decide that you simply must have replicas made for your own throne room someday.
Okay.
The fireplace looks as if it has not been used in quite a long time. You shudder, both from the cold and from the thought that the resident likely has no need of a warm house.
Because he's a Nosferatu, which is a vampire. That's right. Very good.
Oh, it can't be next to light.
Well, he doesn't. He's cold-blooded. He doesn't need warmth.
Oh.
The portraits on the wall depict the couple who once lived here. They look young and proud. Behind the mask of apathy that comes with aristocracy, there's a certain kindness in their eyes.
Okay, so when we clicked on that, he walked up to it. So I guess he's really examining it. The mask of apathy. I don't really know if that.
It's like...
It's almost like the assumption of apathy that people think that aristocrats have, but they're not all. You know. I don't know.
The portraits on the...
Okay, no, I won't do that. Okay.
So I guess
I don't know where I go first. I think we go upstairs first. Man, look at him boogie. Woo! Oh, sorry.
Boogie man. Boogie.
Okay, so...
Shovel. Grab the shovel.
Okay, in these games, it's always very important to pick up anything that looks like you might need it in the future for any reason.
You take the shovel into your
I know
possession.
there's a shovel.
What could we possibly use a shovel for?
I know what
in
we use
in
it for.
In a castle with a graveyard next. No, I don't know.
I knew we would have to dig something up.
Okay, so do we go up the stairs?
Yeah. Save right here.
Oh no, we just logged in. It's fine.
True.
Oh no, hold on. So
Oh, we can look outside.
maybe did I go the wrong way?
No, look outside.
The window looks out onto the island far below. Through it, you see that the bricks of the castle might provide some footholds if you are inclined to go climbing.
Oh, that's right. Oh, okay, yeah, I know.
Unnaturally pale light illuminates a small area of this tower. Unnatural.
Okay, well, unnatural, like gray. So, are we supposed? Oh, hold on. Wait.
That cake just looks amazing.
Are we supposed to light the candle here?
You hold your candle up to the blazing torch. It catches. Your candle is now lit.
Okay, so
I know what we use that for. We found. Is his name Count Calder now?
oh come on. Yeah, I think let's go this way. For some reason,
You want to go upstairs, Daddy?
I think we're supposed to. I think we're supposed to be
This
up
is where
here.
we throw the peas down.
It is a long dining table completely
Dude, you
covered
are
with
always-
dust. Scratches scar the legs of the table.
They probably had dogs. dogs always try to pee on stuff and scratch the legs. You're always thinking the wrong game. This is not the pee game where they throw the thing of peas down.
I'm too...
Dude, do you know what game that is? That's like King's Quest 5.
I was about to say that.
King's Quest 5 is the game with all the really crazy
Cedric
stuff in it.
Was Cedric.
Yeah.
The stupid owl that we killed.
A chandelier graces the ceiling and adds a small degree of light and warmth to this dingy, drafty room.
Yeah, King's Quest 5 where all the crazy stuff happens.
8 chairs have been placed around the table. You have a hard time imagining a joyous company of people celebrating in this cold room.
So, you have Caldor, Lavidia.
How do you know?
Well, I just remember her name. Their son and daughter, their daughter and son-in-law, or son and daughter-in-law, and Possum, and you got 3 other people.
Possum?
Yeah, their granddaughter.
Possum was...
Spoilers, I guess.
What?
Well, you know the old. Well, you know the old lady. It's her, you know that's Caldor's wife, and that's her granddaughter.
Wait, Caldor. So that old lady we went to was Caldor's wife.
Yeah, you don't know that?
Are you kidding me? I didn't know.
We've already played this game. Of course you knew.
No, I really didn't.
You forgot. Okay, spoiler alert, I guess. Okay. I'll look at the. It's right here.
Tattered red velvet curtains hang either side of the northern room.
I'm scared.
Okay. You're scared?
I don't want to play this now because I thought it would be way more easier than just...
Oh, we gotta go that now. This is why we have the yeah.
The staircase beyond is very dark. Fortunately, your candle provides just enough light to see where you are going.
Are we supposed to go back to the main room and walk down that long hallway that's like in front of us first?
No.
Okay. Here we go. Oh man.
We have the candle, so it doesn't matter. I'm scared.
Oh.
Save!
Okay, hold on.
The lid of the beautifully carved coffin is closed.
Great.
Save!
The torch helps very little to illuminate this damp and dimly lit room.
Save!
Oh, where's a mouse?
A raised stone dais has been built for the sole purpose of keeping the coffin off the ground. Presumably, this makes it easier for the coffin's occupant to climb in and out. The thought gives you the shivers.
I know.
Why would anybody climb out of the coffin? Why would anyone want to climb?
A raised stone...
Oh, dang it. I want to see if I can get that mouse. To look at that mouse. Hold on. He'll be through here again. Hold on 1 second. Oh, man. There he goes. Oh, he's fast. Can I catch him?
A raised...
Dang it. Oh, he just ran right through there. Never mind. Okay.
Save.
It will hold up the coffin, but not its end of the conversation.
That's funny. Okay. That's funny. It'll hold up the coffin, but not its end of the conversation.
The thick black cloak that you are wearing hampers your efforts to lift the coffin lid. Try removing the cloak first.
How could I have possibly known that? Unless...
Why did we remove the cloak?
It says it's...
You are pleased your adventuring clothes and hat still fit you. Life as a king hasn't ruined your shape. Yet.
Wait, can I not take it off?
Use... Go under inventory, go down to the cloak.
You remove the black cloak again.
Back in our adventuring costume. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure we used the candle. Why?
Oh, there he was again. Doggone it.
Nervously, you lift the heavy lid of the elegant coffin. You peek into its red satin interior. The coffin is unoccupied, and you feel relief wash over you.
I don't know how much relief you should have, because clearly there's somebody should be in there.
As you prepare to look inside the coffin.
King Graham, I presume.
Alright.
You turn on your heel. There, blocking the only exit from this dismal room, stands the Count. His skin is pale, his eyes jet black. He wears a black cloak nearly identical to the one that you possess.
You know me?
Ah, yes indeed. Sister Hagatha alerted me to your arrival, dear king.
We have to show him the cross.
Desperate to stall for time, you query the Count.
Sister Hagatha, you say? Who is she?
The Count regards you with a suspicious glare.
Though I suspect you already know the answer, Hagatha is a charming mage who does as she pleases in this land.
Strange. I was not aware a new ruler had been elected.
Do not be foolish. Hagatha has no interest in the politics of this wretched place, nor do I in point of fact. Death tends to diminish one's taste for power. No, at present, she is interested only in one thing. As am I, your destruction.
The Count no longer appears interested in humoring your delay tactics. In an instant, you are flat against the wall. The Count has you pinned so well you can't move a muscle, much less put up a defense. You can feel the Count's iron-cold hand on your throat. You have barely seconds before the inevitable happens.
Okay. I'm gonna save.
Replace the choking menace. Replace the choking menace. Sore throat pain.
Okay, so what are we supposed to show him or give him or something?
Wait.
Oh.
The needle!
No. But we got this. Okay. Hold on, we got this from the old lady, didn't we?
With difficulty, you manage to loosen the ruby ring from your attire and drop it to the floor. The Count's eyes dart to it quickly, then flash angrily back to you.
Where did you get that?
The elderly woman who lives in a house to the south of here, near the beach. She gave it to me for helping her.
The Count regards you for a moment. His dark eyes bore unendingly into yours, and you feel as if your very soul is bare.
What do you know of her?
She is not well.
I know. Do you think I am not aware of that?
You are sweating profusely. Hopefully this vampire doesn't find the odor appetizing.
Night
Gross.
is the most dangerous of times for my mortal family. I have kept constant vigil over my wife for many years, so that from the darkness, no harm would come to her. When her time comes, we will be together forever.
I think tonight will be the night. I have seen her this very eve. I did what I could to help her, but I do not think it was enough.
Could you stop choking me? So, I always wonder why. Why didn't he just turn her into a vampire when she was, like, years ago? I mean, did she... I don't know.
Spared us.
Why is he waiting until she's...
As you watch the giant bat fly out of the room, you realize with dread that the Count has confiscated your crucifix. Without it, you are trapped in this castle. Now, what are you going to do?
Okay, so...
I know what we do. I know what we
number
do.
one.
We climb.
You peer into the ornate coffin, finding it unoccupied.
Okay, usually when this happens, you're supposed to click on something.
At long last, you have located the final gem, the Death Gem.
Got it.
You breathe deeply, reach out, and take the stone in your hands. It is ice cold to the touch, but you don't care. This is the last thing you need to unlock the door of destiny. Now all you have to do is get out of here.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't take the pillow? That could come in really handy. Book out of here, man. Let's get.
The rat's
Let's
scared.
get.
I got scared when that rat... Dude.
Oh, come on.
I got scared when that rat came out. It, like, scared me.
Okay, so now
we have to climb.
oh,
You have to
gosh,
click
no.
on the very end. Oh man. Okay. We should first go down that hole. I want to see what's down there.
Oh, the library. Yeah. I forgot that. Okay, yeah. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
Oh, give us points
Yeah.
for going to the library.
No, we already had 117.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, now.
Seeing no other possible escape route, you climb onto the ledge and carefully lower yourself outside, hoping to find a decent foothold. It is a long way down.
We're not trying to climb a...
On the
You are
sixth.
way too busy holding on for dear life.
Let's walk. You have to walk down. Climb down.
See, it's not like we're trying to escape or slide down an elephant's tongue or anything here. Uh-oh. Go, baby, go. Oh, shoot. I'm done. I can't
Suddenly,
move.
you hear a switching noise in your ear. It's joined by two others. You instinctively try to brush whatever it is away, but in doing so, lose your hold on the bricks and fall backwards.
Whoa.
That's supposed to happen.
Time slows as you fall, and your world turns black.
The death jam.
When I saw you, I knew it was true. There's a love between us won't be torn in two. Once waked from sleep, a smile and speak. Will open a door forevermore.
Destiny.
You're probably right. Yeah.
That she's talking about. He's
The
gonna
door of
open
destiny.
open the door of destiny because she's trapped there.
Yeah.
Hagatha trapped her there.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's Pegasus' mom.
Our guest has awoken, my
Pegasus'
love.
mom?
Good evening,
I
dear
mean,
king.
No,
I do
it's
not
Grandma.
believe we have been properly introduced. I am Count
Cossum's
Caldor,
grandma.
former
I'm
lord
sorry.
of the realm of Colima. May I present my wife, Countess Lavidia?
A pleasure to see you again.
In gratitude to you for alerting me to my wife's grave condition, I took the liberty of preparing you a dish. I thought you might be hungry after your harrowing adventure at my window. You will forgive us if we do not join you. Our tastes differ from yours, do they not, my darling?
You shudder to think what different tastes actually means, but for some reason you note that you can no longer hear any rats squeaking in the distance.
Indeed, so much to become accustomed to.
You shall have all the time that the world has to share to grow accustomed to such things. Well, perhaps 30 years. Should the father locate the item by then, there might not be enough world left for anyone afterwards.
It's the item.
As his father, to this why you frequently went abroad, always with that cloak of yours.
Most certainly. But I think that my affiliation with him and his association has come to a close. My obligations to them took me away from my beloved too often. I do not wish to repeat that mistake.
You are forgiven, my love.
Their attention, which seemed to have wavered momentarily, now redirects back to you.
Well. What to do with this one?
What were you going to do with him?
Kill him. I had quite clear instructions from Hagatha, who had apparently received them from the father himself.
But if you are not, as you say, affiliated with his association anymore,
That's a good point.
They both share a knowing smile.
tell us, King Graham, why are you here in Colima?
You take a deep breath,
Yeah, he's never
trying to
told her.
ignore the fact that
She
you are
was
the
talking
only
about
one
lost when she
capable
was
of
old.
doing so,
Yeah.
and relate your story of the vision in the magic mirror and your quest to find the 3 gems of nature. The Count and Countess exchange cryptic smiles.
Romancing the stone.
romancing the stones.
Indeed.
Obviously, that was a private joke, as you did not understand.
There's an old movie called Romance in the Stone.
So you search for the one with
If
which
you
you would
play that
share
backwards,
the rest of your life. On that, I
It looks like
cannot
it's getting
fault
better,
you,
though. Weird.
nor on your intentions here. Therefore, I can forgive the trespassing. However, there is the matter of the dark gem you wish to remove from my castle.
Oh, there it is. No, he doesn't have any more.
I place a deal before you. I am looking for a magnificent sapphire-encrusted tiara.
Oh, yeah.
It is a
Remember that.
valuable family heirloom and has been on this estate for centuries. This castle and its estate are old, though. It could be virtually anywhere, in any number of hiding places. I suspect there are many that even I am not aware of. I wish to present this tiara to my wife as a gift to commemorate the eternity we shall spend together. If you can find it and bring it to me before sunrise, then I will give you the gem you seek and your freedom.
Okay,
You
we still
nod, unable to believe that you have virtually been ushered away from death's door just so you can run an errand for a couple of vampires. You do not want to think about the consequences if you fail to meet the deadline.
Okay, we gotta talk here.
So, I have until just before sunrise to retrieve this tiara?
That is correct.
And if I am unable to before that time?
The Count's eyes glint red as he looks directly into your own.
For your own sake, I shall hope that you are successful.
You bravely suppress a shudder. It seems clear that you are not off the hook yet.
Come on.
The Count has nothing more to say to you at the moment.
Pardon my asking, but as the Countess of this realm, I presume you have lived in this castle before now?
Yes, that is so.
Then how did you come to live in that old house by the sea?
After my husband died, I continued to live in the castle for a time. I watched my newborn son grow into a man, marry, and have a child of his own.
Possum.
Yes. Shortly after her birth, however, my son and his wife both befell a tragic end at the hands of...
The Countess looks pained and appears unable to continue.
I apologize if I have caused you to relive your grief.
A vampire
Oh, he
cannot
killed
truly
him.
feel grief,
Branded!
but
No.
perhaps my wife still recalls hers.
King Edward.
I shall continue for her,
Listen.
if you so wish.
Please, if I may know, how were your son and daughter-in-law lost to you?
They were slain by the Brotherhood.
Who is that?
The Brotherhood?
You have met them at the church.
Your mind reels, so that is the connection.
The wolves.
Yep.
The wolves.
Wolves and vampires are mortal enemies.
Why would the Brotherhood kill your heirs? Oh.
As you have just guessed, the Brotherhood wish an end to the reign of my family. Why else would they give you the means to penetrate my domain, so that you could do their dirty work for them?
The Cross
Oh.
Key.
Exactly. Stolen from me through stealth, and their own brand of magic. The Counts of Colima have all descended from a single bloodline. We have always been partial to change, as opposed to the stagnating status quo of the Brotherhood. Over the last few decades, the Brotherhood have tried to dispose of my family as best they
Brandon said
could.
in real life.
That
That's
which
what
I
Brandon
am
said.
now was brought about by them. They were the ones who set the monstrous, infected bat upon me.
They turned
Long have I
red.
cursed my ineptitude. I should have used magic to defend myself.
Do not be so hard on yourself, my dear. I remember that night well. That hideous creature gave you no chance.
Perhaps. But I should have awoken from my dark sleep sooner. Then I would have been able to protect our beloved son and his wife, and you would not have been forced to flee the castle, to live out your days in that wretched old house under a false identity.
It was not so bad a time. Dear little possum loved it. I hope she will be as happy in her new home. She has a new life now, with no reason to fear anymore.
This brotherhood, are they real monks?
They were once, but something happened to them. Local folklore would have you believe that Weirwood Forest is a host to certain entities, spirits of the wild they are called.
And what of them?
I believe the monks encountered these spirits. What occurred specifically is beyond anyone's knowledge but their own. But it is evident that the men were given the ability to transform themselves. Unfortunately, their minds were apparently transformed also. They began to believe they were destined to rule, and since have presented great danger to myself and my family.
So the danger you face is not a result of some decades-old feud?
Not at all, dear king, though history will likely reflect such. But, to answer your question, the members of the Brotherhood are no longer the goodly monks they once were. They do not represent their fellow brethren well.
So, yeah.
The Count has nothing more to say. The Count is...
I guess that's it.
Now we gotta go find it.
The Count is a tall, fearsome-looking man. His chalk-white skin, ruby-red lips, and protruding fangs give you the chills. The Countess is a slender lady who bears some resemblance to the elderly woman she once was. A black velvet gown graces her figure and makes her appear genuinely regal. Like the Count, her skin is chalk white and her lips are blood red.
Okay, so... gotta go. Now, I just remember this. When we went into the library, we gotta go in the library again.
You see a young woman sitting on the dusty floor. She has a book in her lap entitled Little Red Riding Hood.
I wish I could read the story. All the pretty words. Whatever do they say? The pictures look interesting, but what is this book about? I wish I could read the story. All the pretty words. Whatever do they say? The pictures look interesting.
The book tells the story of a young girl who met a wolf in the forest.
The young woman's head snaps up. Her black eyes drill into your own. You gasp as you realize you are looking at yet another vampire. Just how many has the Count made tonight? The young woman's lips transform from hungry to, fortunately, pleasant recognition.
Awesome!
So you are the guest of my grandfather's house. I was hoping I would meet you again.
The woman is startlingly beautiful, but in an eerie, unnatural way. You find yourself unable to speak for a moment. She does look somewhat familiar, but from where?
Oh, my handsome gentleman does not recognize me?
Should I?
You remember the basket, the soup?
With a start, you recognize the young woman. She's grown and matured considerably since you last saw her. The little girl, Possum, has been transformed completely into this. She has traded her small ruby cloak for a dazzling satin robe of the same color.
Are you unhappy with my appearance?
No, it's just that you have me at a disadvantage. I do not know your real name.
Anastasia.
A beautiful name.
Yes, 'twas one of the few things my parents left me before they died. They're probably buried somewhere on this island, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, that's the two spirits.
What do you seek here?
You explain your so far unsuccessful attempt to locate the tiara. The young woman looks thoughtful for a moment, then suddenly snaps her fingers. A discarded pile of books shift aside from the floor, and a single black book is revealed underneath. She appraises the black book with indignant incomprehension, then holds it out towards you. You take the book from Anastasia's hand.
I do not suppose that has anything to do with it, but it must be about something important.
We needed to do that.
You open the book and are surprised to discover not pages, but a hollowed-out section in which sits a silver key. The key's handle resembles the shape of a sleeping child. There also appears to be something written on the back cover of the book.
That's what I see in books all the time.
Hold on.
Like,
let's save right here.
I
Save.
see these-
Oh, well, no.
I see these family craft videos and they have like
I'm just gonna save it. Hold on. Big chicken.
big chickens.
So I just want to record the music. Okay, we have it. Should we look at it?
In the hollow, you can see that the inside back cover has been written on. Some words have been scrawled onto the paper. They are faded, but still mostly legible.
If treasure you seek, oh, I need a piece. I need something to write with.
Just use a picture on your phone.
My phone was dead. You drained it to 1%. I need to go get me a pen. I mean a pen and a piece of paper. If treasure you seek, dear to my heart, tales of fiction is where you must start. First, find the beauty with stepsisters 2. That's me, Cinderella. Then visit the huts with the big bad wolf blue. And a piece of paper, Oliver. That's 3 little pigs. The girl with no flock will usher you your way. That's Little Bo Peep. Little Peep's lost her sheep. Oh, Oliver. It is small. Okay, hold on. Okay, so we got hold on, come here. We got Cinderella. Read this to me.
If treasure you seek, dear to my heart, tales of fiction is where you must start. Find the first beauty with stepsisters 2, then visit the huts that the big bad wolf blew. The girl with no flock will usher your way to the little old man who spoons gold out of hay. Those 2 star-crossed lovers shall be your last guide. They'll lead you to riches that pirates did hide. What you endlessly seek shall now truly be yours. Though we get it part wrong, you'll be greeted by maws.
What you earnestly seek shall now truly be yours. Though get it part wrong, and you'll be greeted by maws.
The writing scrawled on the back cover reads, If treasure you seek, dear to my heart, tales of fiction is where you must start. Find first the beauty with stepsisters 2, then visit the huts that the big bad wolf blew. The girl with no flock will usher your way to the little old man who spins gold out of hay. Those 2 star-crossed lovers shall be your last guide. They'll lead you to riches that pirates did hide. What you earnestly seek shall now truly be yours, though get it part wrong, and you'll be greeted by maws.
Okay. Yours and maws doesn't rhyme. I hate to be technical about this.
The book contains instructions, but instructions pertaining to what, I wonder?
Read it to me.
You do so.
Why, it's the bookcase, silly. It tells you how you'd find a book from there. You have to simply follow the directions. I am sure you will figure it out.
What is maws?
He will not bother me, seeing as how I am not at all appetizing to him. You, on the other hand, will be precisely his cup of tea.
I want to see what he looks like.
Anastasia's face lights up suddenly.
If you want, I can make you like me. That way, you'd be safe.
It would have sounded to you like a generous, innocent suggestion from a sweet girl if it did not involve large losses of essential bodily fluids on your part. You politely decline the offer.
yes or no to the spot. Or if we said yes, we would have to live with it.
You have nothing else.
Okay, so we have nothing else to say at this point.
I really
So-
want to see what the mall...
This would appear to be the classic fiction section.
Okay, these are books of fiction.
I see why. The mall
So
sounds
let's
like something
save in the library. Okay, so I just saved. Let's go over here. Okay.
Little Bo Peep.
So,
what's
so
that? Oh, the comedy of errors, Titus and
the,
Richard,
these are that's Shakespeare.
Romeo and Juliet. We're gonna need that one. We're gonna need that
Oh,
one.
okay. That's one of the
Romeo.
last ones. Okay. Measure for Measure. That's a Mystery Science Theater thing. I'm gonna read my favorite Shakespeare play, Measure for Measure. Tempest. Rapunzel. A Little Bo Peep. Oh, that's the second. That's the third one. That's the third one. Hey, do you want to see Moz?
What's the first
You
one?
want to see Moz?
Little Bo Peep. This shelf. Mary had a little... A book has been removed from the shelf here.
Oh. Anastasia.
Show us.
Oh man.
You become acquainted with the greatest book critic of all time.
Nice. Very nice.
Oh.
Hey, let's do it again. That way, I can move the thing cursor out of the way. You're just gonna see his tentacles. Burp.
You become acquainted with the greatest book critic of all time.
It's nice. It is pretty
That
funny.
is actually pretty funny. That like end music is like hilarious.
Okay. Okay, so let's do this right. Okay, so what's our first? Cinderella?
Yes, Cinderella. I think you already found Cinderella.
Wait.
No,
If
you.
I scroll over my... Dang it. Uh-oh. So...
Wait, I think you found Cinderella over here somewhere. You found Cinderella.
That's Little Bo Peep.
That was.
No. Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah.
Mother Goose. Mary Had a Little Lamb. Or is it Mary Had a Little Lamb? Or is it Little Bo Peep?
It's.
I think it's Little Bo Peep. Little Bo Peep's lost her sheep. Cinderella. There we go. Right there. Okay. It's the first one. Little Bo Peep.
Bo Peep.
It's the first one.
No. No!
What?
It's that one!
Oh, is it?
Yes!
Oh, man.
Are you.
Hold on.
Time to see
Moz.
Moz again.
Go ahead, Moz.
Oh, he's in certain spots, and when you press the wrong book, it punches him in the face.
I guess so.
And he gets wrong, and
You
he gets
become
mad.
acquainted with the greatest,
Greatest book critic of all time.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to listen to that.
Well, you just did it. I think I like the way you did it better. Cinderella. Okay, there's Cinderella.
Time for Little Bo Peep.
No, it's Three Little Pigs. I did
Oh.
click the right one.
Little. Wait.
The Three Little Pigs.
Little Pigs. Up goes the weasel. Very, very quite contrary. Tom the Piper's Son.
These are all really old nursery rhymes and stories.
Cats.
Kittens. Come on, Nelly.
Dude, what am I shooting? Knick-knack, paddywhack. Give me 1, 5 little ducks, go rocks and 3
Got 3
bears.
bears, just fantastic.
Yeah, then it comes back.
Okay, yeah, sounds right.
Wise Old Owl! Go back to Wise Old Owl. That's Cedric. Oh, Wise Old
Oh, no, it's not.
It's no. The opposite of that would be Cedric. Stupid old owl.
3 little pigs.
I'll remember which one it is. I'll tell you which one.
Hold on. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's that one right there.
I can't remember which one that is. Oh, it is right.
Bingo.
Ooh, what's next?
Okay, so
What's that? I can't read
Little
that.
Bo Peep.
Little Bo Peep.
So it's up here. There it is. It's the first one right there.
Little Bo Peep.
There. Bingo.
Oh! It's
Okay.
not very at a little lamb.
Rumpelstiltskin is down here.
Rumpelstiltskin. It was the first one.
There it is right there.
Oh, it's that big red one.
The red one.
Big red one. Big red one.
Okay.
Romeo and Juliet. Wait.
Okay, that was up here. It was at the top. Oh, okay, it's right there.
Romeo
Hold
and
on.
Juliet.
Okay.
So-
Midsummer Night's Dream. It's the middle one up there.
Middle one. Middle one. Romeo and Juliet.
A new
Next.
book has appeared on the 3rd shelf down.
Treasure Island.
You've located the correct book. You pluck it from the shelf and read its title, Treasure
Oh, I
Island.
did it.
Treasure Island.
What is this? There seems to be a lock binding the cover shut. The keyhole requires a small, thin key.
what
Looks
we got
like
to-
a little kid sleeping. Oh. What happens if we
Looks
go...
like a
Wait,
little kid
save it.
sleeping.
Wait, save it and actually... Save it and click the wrong one. Save it and click the wrong one and see what happens.
No.
Big chicken.
In the church.
Big chicken.
Hold on a second.
Big chicken one. Sharkies.
Hang on, I'll replace.
Treasure Island. That's actually a really good book. I have it in my life. Now I want you to click the
Oh,
wrong
what? I keep clicking the.
Now click the wrong one. Now click the wrong one. I want to see what happens. You did
No, I need the key and open it up.
Little kid sleeping.
The key fits perfectly into the lock. You turn it and hear a soft click.
Click.
The book is now open.
Check it out, Anastasia. Get the book open.
Skimming through the book, you find that a map has been sketched onto the last page. Close scrutiny reveals it is a top-down layout of the castle and its surrounding grounds. According to this, the tiara has been buried near one of the graves. You shudder, hoping that this is not going to be a case of digging all night while trying to avoid unearthed zombies.
Oh,
There's
like
also
in
a
Thrones
small
of
piece of
Rosella.
writing near the bottom. A date of fate can be found with a first, a second, and a double of nothing.
00. 1200.
Exactly.
1200.
So we got to find the
We gotta
grave
find 1200.
that with 1200. One is one of the dates.
One
Okay.
of them.
Is that all we have to do here?
I think it is. So let's go to the graveyard.
You have nothing else.
Okay.
Hey, look, Anastasia, we got the book open.
Oh, you know
Ha!
what? I'm gonna put the cloak back on.
Yes, put the cloak back on.
Oh, I don't have it where he took it.
Poopsie. Oopsie doopsie, the book made a poopsie.
I don't have it anymore.
I wish only one thing as payment for helping you find that book.
Of course.
Would you be so kind as to take this bracelet and place it on my mother's grave? I believe she wanted me to have it while I was alive. Now, it seems no longer appropriate to keep it.
Oh, I get it, because you can be alive
Thank you.
forever.
I must retire now. It will not be long before sunrise. Good night, Graham.
Good night, Anastasia.
He's good sleep now. Let's do it.
Okay, so,
Let's go to the graveyard. But how did we get out of the... Oh. I didn't like that noise. Let's go. Oh yeah, forgot about them. Show her the bracelet. You show them the bracelet.
Hang on, I know. Treasure. Oh, let's just do that right there. Okay, so.
Show her the bracelet.
As you hold up the bracelet, the ghosts seem to relax slightly. You wonder if it is now safe to approach them and enter the cemetery.
Let's do it.
I clicked on it just as the lightning went off. It was really bright.
The ghosts seem more relaxed now that you have showed them the bracelet.
Let's find their mother's grave.
When you speak to the ghost,
Great.
Let's try. I think that's their mom's grave. Let's do it.
show some
Oh.
You place the bracelet on the grave. It immediately sinks down into the earth. The ghosts do not respond at first. Then one of them drifts toward you. It nods, almost sadly. The ghost seems to want to say something, but appears unable. Its face, though transparent and hazy, is lined with grief and torment. Its facial features waver into focus. The ghost is female.
That's her mom.
We understand that our daughter will never be joining us now. No longer do we need wait for her. Now we journey to the realm of the dead, where its lord waits to judge us. Farewell.
They look really weird.
You bow your head and cross your heart out of respect. While looking downward, you notice that a beautiful gold ring now lies at your feet.
I know what that is.
What? I
I
mean,
know what it is. It's the ring that we dropped for
You lift the
Calder.
gold ring from the ground and carefully place it in your pocket.
Boop. We give that to Anastasia now. I think we give that to Anastasia. I think we do.
for real?
Yeah, I think
I
so.
don't think we see her again. I really don't.
Well, maybe...
Oh,
What? What do we do?
what do you usually do with a ring? A guy has a ring that's trying to get a girl
That's
married.
who we propose it to!
Yeah. Okay. Wait.
They knew! Wait, they knew!
Oh, no.
Oh. Why did they drop the ring?
I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe we'll figure it out later. Okay, Sweet 85 now.
Mary Ann Drinkwater, 12.
No.
Lord Herbert and Lady
No.
Herbert and Lily. Okay.
Toombs. Maria von. Boris and Olga. Count Christopher Ivir, 1175 to 1200. The young Ivir, his time so near, said he, my dear, lend me your ear. Please do not fear, my life ends here.
Count Chris.
Okie dokie.
His
There it
name.
is.
Time to dig. It's time
125 points. Where's my shovel? Should I get a shovel?
right there.
Oh, good. Okay. It doesn't look like a shovel.
It doesn't. It really doesn't. Hope it's it. What happens if we dig up a zombie one?
You stop digging when your shovel hits something hard.
Ow! Hey! Don't tell me it's a zombie gut.
Count Christopher Ivir.
Oh, no.
You looked at the thing. Let's do it.
Nervously, you reach down, open the coffin, and look inside. You search through the belongings of the deceased. According to the headstone, they belong to a Count Christopher Ivir. After some tentative searching, you find a parchment. It appears to be the last will and testament of Larman Odnarb, healer. This isn't right. You run your eyes over the parchment. It's dated 1200, the same as the date on the headstone. However, the instructions pertaining to his burial were for Larman to be placed near his family at the church's cemetery. Oh dear.
How was that bad?
Hang on. Larman.
How's that bad? Wait.
We have to go to the church cemetery.
Oh!
Oh.
We have to tell them. We tell them. That's what we do.
Tell them what?
We tell them that we found
I don't think they.
Then what do we do?
Oh gosh.
We have to grab the tiara still.
Well, first of all, okay. I'm gonna save right here. Save.
Poopsie. No, oopsie doopsie. The tiara made a poopsie. We need to go to the.
Okay. Hold on.
Oopsie doopsie.
Back to the church.
Church.
Church. I didn't round it. Okay.
Oopsie doopsie. The church made a poopsie. Oh, it's gonna cut us. Oh yes, it didn't cut us. Oh wow wow.
Oh, yeah.
You climb back into the decrepit rowboat, and the shrouded ghoul ferries you back across the lake.
Do we still have our coins, so if we ever need to...
No, man, we paid them already. Okay, so...
Okay.
Do I have a reed? Do I got a reed?
I think we poison it. I think we poison the needle.
It is a reed, which naturally...
Yeah, okay.
We poison it, though. I know what we do. We poison it. And then we go...
Oh, wait. How do we get out of here?
Oh, yeah.
South.
Oh,
getting out.
So now when we just walk in, it'll be the
No,
path.
we have to do this. No.
Oh.
We have to do it like this.
Oh, man. Well, let's go. Find... What if we go to...
I'm gonna go back to the old lady's house.
That's what I was about to say. What if we go to Possum's house? I'm still wondering what happens when we go there now. Wonder if it'll be like deserted now and we can stash all their stuff. I probably wouldn't want to do that to an old lady. An old lady.
How do you get there?
You go down. You go down more. Just down, 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 down under the sea. Oh, you can't. That's rock. You go over, then you go down. And then you go down again. You know, go to the side. Over. And... old lady's house. I still really want to see what happens when we look in.
You can see light in the window.
Don't turn off the lights. Let's knock on the door. Oh no.
Nobody there.
I don't feel... This doesn't feel right. This doesn't
It is
feel
a simple yet comfortably soft bed. It is covered by a decorated quilt.
It
is a portrait of a young man. He looks somewhat familiar. A pile of cold ashes are the only evidence that a fire once burnt in this hearth.
This feels wrong.
The smaller bed is fit for a child.
This just feels wrong, ransacking an old lady's house.
We're not. We're just looking through it. I just want to go.
She's basically dead.
She is dead. What are you talking about?
It feels bad. We're in a dead lady's house. I am crying.
No, you're not.
I was about to.
Okay, let's get to the...
You don't have to worry about the mage anymore.
Dude, look.
Yeah.
That's what we gotta worry about right there. Oh, hold on, whoa.
What?
Let's save.
Oh, yeah, because...
The church, okay.
Back to the church. Church. Go. They're still there.
Your heart beats faster and faster as you push on the handle of the church door. It opens, and you nervously step inside.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
No.
That's right.
We didn't need to do
Evidently, someone stands at the center of the symbol, as you can see some hair on that part of the floor.
Oh, no.
You see a book sitting on the altar. It appears old and worn. A large tapestry now adorns the wall behind the altar. The image on the tapestry bears a depiction of some kind of ceremony or ritual. It is somehow reminiscent of the room you are now standing in.
Oh, no.
You look over the book. It is a journal written by Lowolf, head monk of the Church of Kalima. Flipping through it, you see a paragraph with a name you recognize.
It is frustrating as always dealing with Count Kaldor and his ilk. He is just like his father, perhaps even worse. He insists that Kalima be pushed forward to enlighten the peasantry. Can he not see that this path leads to ruin? How can the people retain their moral goodness if their minds are filled with knowledge of a wider world and all of its sin.
You turn a few more pages and choose another interesting-looking paragraph.
I am quite convinced that Kaldor is so blinded by his so-called vision for Kalima that he cannot see the folly of his intentions. And yet, he is the Lord of Kalima. To publicly refute him would create confusion and anger in the people. I am a man of patience. The greatest gift his grace has granted me. Perhaps time will settle this young lord's idealism and grant him the sense in the process.
The journal largely contains many entries of similar types and of daily matters of a monk's life. You are about to replace the journal where you found it, but your eye catches a most peculiar passage.
Okay, I'll read this. A wonderment was discovered in the forest this night. The spirits of the wild, long thought to be only of legend, appeared to us and saw fit to grant my brethren, and I, the most blessed of gifts, such power we now have. Our forms can be abandoned in favor of any other, and I am to be their leader, their most powerful, their
The passage ends abruptly. Though there are many pages left to be written on, it is evident that the final passage was written a number of years ago. How strange. You replace the journal, putting it back where you found it.
The spirits have made promises of greater things to come for us. Oh, it fills me with such longing. The endless possibilities. What will we achieve with our abilities? I am restless. I must leave for a time. The moon is full and I feel the urge to join my pack as they run. Perhaps we will hunt. Perhaps we will kill. My mind is now clear and I know the path before us is a path that we shall lead us to greatness, and it will begin with the destruction of our nemesis. But now I no longer have the patience to ride. I must run. I must hunt. I must...
The passage ends abruptly. Though there are many pages left to be written on, it is evident that the final passage was written a number of years ago. How strange. You replace the journal, putting it back where you found it.
Those are skulls! I just noticed. They're skulls. Look at it.
There are a number of brown robes on the floor, similar to the one worn by the monk you met earlier.
Looks like...
Like they were in the robes and all of a sudden they changed into something else and ran out and left the robes behind. Let's get back here and find this thing. Okay, we're looking for a guy named Larman.
A full radiant moon casts its pale light over Kalima. You find it vaguely disturbing that the church cemetery is the best vantage point from which to view it tonight. Lester Williamson, 1300. Rarlop. Rebecca Twintle. Goulash Thompson.
Goulash.
In this dark... Here lies the Oddnar. Lyot O'Malley. This is the... Bridget O. This is the... Coco Airbrule, 1205. Hamish Bite. Coco Airbrule, 1205 to 1252. The writer wrote until he bled. In his final agony he said, I will not lift my trusty pen till I at last have reached the end.
Okay, so...
Faith Sindu. The trees stretch their feet. Judas Morton, 1360. This is... La Fleur Povens.
Have I missed one?
No. This is the... This... Here lies the Oddnarb family. Here lies...
What is that noise?
Goulash Thompson.
Goulash.
Rebecca Rarlop. Lester William.
We dig.
Rarlop Neven. 985 to 1015.
Right there?
The Jester.
Is that his name? I thought it was Larman.
No, we dig.
But we gotta find the right one to dig in. Let's save.
Save it.
Are we sure this is the right one?
Hope. I don't know. I
don't think so.
I'm guessing.
No.
You become acquainted with your new spending a lot of time together.
Which one it is? So it's not that one.
It's Larman.
Roust Odide. Here lies the... It's you, King Graham of Daventry. Sounds a lot better than Sir, doesn't it? Lyot O'Malif. Larman Odnarb, 1175 to 1200. Dear old Larman was a healer, cured many a deadly fever. One he caught that bitter day, healed not himself and passed away.
There he is.
Healed not himself.
Physician, heal thyself. Okay, here we go.
You stop digging when your shovel hits something hard.
Okay, here we go, baby. Here we go. Let's do it. Let's get it.
They're all really creepy.
With bated breath, you open the box. There it is, the tiara. As you retrieve the tiara from its final resting place, you let out a loud, relieved sigh. You feel as if the coming sunrise will be the most glorious sight you will ever behold, considering how close you were to never seeing another again. Now don't delay, you still have to get it back to the castle. You freeze as a wolf's howl sends shivers down your spine. Nothing. Your anxiety must be causing you to hear things.
Where's the full moon cell? We gotta run. Dude, we gotta book it. We got to book it. Oh, the needle!
Hang on, bro.
Let's book out of here. Let's book out of here. Let's book it.
Without...
You're supposed to do that. Or you shoot him with the thing, I can't remember. Let's go. We gotta book it.
We are.
Book
we are
it.
going, baby. We're going.
Get to that swamp. Come on. Where is the swamp at? I can't even.
I just happen to remember that when the what's it called? The wolves run at you, you just run down. They'll just run straight across the screen. But if you just stand there, they'll get you.
What happens if we
and
shoot
you
them
can't
with a
stop.
needle?
And you can't do it right there. You can't. Let's save here.
Tower Island.
No, that's an old save. Place.
That's when we're on the Tower Island.
Swamp Part 2.
Swamp Part 2.
Swamp Part 2.
Let's go.
Get in there. Okay. South. West.
How do you know it's so good?
You got it written down right here?
I know, but how do you know?
East.
Like southwest, east, north and stuff.
North, south, west, east. That was north, and then we go south again. West. South. West. North. And west. Okay, this should be it. There it is. Okay, let's save right here.
Let's run.
No, you gotta do this just
Book
right.
Something is wrong here. There is no boat, no boatman, and no escape. The monk and his pack have tracked you here, and they clearly intend to do nothing less than rip you to pieces. If you're going to do something, now would be a very good time.
Needle. Use it.
Hang on, save.
Part 2. Now.
Hang on. wait.
Needle time.
This
Go.
item cannot... Unless it tastes just like your flesh, the beast would not be interested.
You gotta be kidding me.
You're stupid. Use the needle! Use it. Use the needle.
I'm gonna hit him with it.
Unless it tastes...
Shoot him with the needle.
So give him the money.
Unless it tastes...
Whoa.
Oh, for howling out loud.
You said there's no blood in this game.
There's not.
Then why did it just show blood?
It didn't. It's knocking him over.
It just cut Graham in half.
Okay. So this is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I know.
Take the needle. Dip it in the...
Very carefully, you bend down and soak the tip of the needle in the foul, toxic water.
Now, you put it in the reed.
I knew you would need to poison it. I knew you would need to poison it. I knew it. Reed.
The silver needle fits perfectly into the end of this hollow reed, making a sturdy pea shooter. The coating of deadly poison makes the needle a lethal projectile. Save it for when you...
Ride time, wolves.
139 points. All right, baby.
The boat mission.
I see you have met the Brotherhood of the Pack.
Where were you?
Detained. A man who had assumed your appearance boarded my boat. When we reached the other side, I perceived the flaws of his disguise and dispatched him instantly. The Count has been wary of the Brotherhood of the Pack for many years now. In obtaining what he asked for and ridding this land of their leader, you have served him doubly well this night.
Alright. So he's gonna be happy with us.
We don't have to give him the money now, because since we did
Well,
that.
A shrouded ghoul paddles across the toxic lake to the shore on the other side.
Oh yeah, what about the
You
cut
re-enter the huge wooden doors and quickly make your way to the castle's main dining room. As expected, you find the Count and Countess awaiting you.
You have performed admirably. Not only have you found the tiara I sought, you have rid me and this land of the deceptive and secretive Brotherhood of the Pack. They have committed many atrocities against my family, such as the deaths of our son and daughter-in-law. I have been forced to remain secluded all these years, unable to serve my homeland as I should, to evade the relentless pursuit of wiping out my entire family line.
Is the Brotherhood really gone? Some of those wolves escaped.
The rest of the pack followed the wolves that ambushed you. However, without their leader, they will find themselves as lost in mind as they are now in body. Whether human, wolf, or any other form. Their hastened passage through my swamp will not see a return to their den. Of that I can assure you.
You have trapped them all in the swamp? The entire pack?
An endless flight through the mire awaits them. Should my long-stilled heart ever feel pity again, perhaps one day I shall free them.
As you listen to the Count's cold, unforgiving tone, you thank your lucky stars that he no longer sees you as a threat, at least not for the time being.
I release you from my service, dear King. The nearing dawn no longer signifies an uncertain future for you.
Yo, baby.
You take the death gem. Finally, you have all 3 stones in your possession. You feel a pang of anticipation as you realize that all you need to do now is take them to the door of destiny.
Let's run, boy.
This isn't the last time in this game that Graham has to deal with people that can transmorify. Whatever it's called.
Transmorph.
Transmorphing.
Transmorphin' time!
Morph into a different, form. So,
If you've ever seen Power Rangers, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's transmorphin' time. Makes
Okay.
no sense.
Okay.
It should be transforming time.
Okay.
You said you were the former Lord of Kalima?
Yes.
When did you abdicate?
I didn't, as such. When I became what I am now, ruling this realm lost all meaning to me. All that mattered was the well-being of my dearest treasure.
You flatter me.
It is well deserved. All that mattered to me was her safety. I concerned myself with little else.
And now?
I have recently given thought to... But no, it is a foolish notion to entertain. The people would never accept me as I am now.
Your statue in the town still stands. The people obviously hold you in high regard even after all the years of your absence.
Perhaps. However, my concern right now is the safety of my family. I have taken steps to ensure that they are better protected from our enemies.
I really like Count Calder's image on the screen because he looks like a
The
vampire.
Count has nothing more to say. You are about to instinctively order a meal, but then realize that no one is here to take your order, and the last meal served here may well have been the same species as yourself.
Oh, I didn't
The
think of
Countess
that.
has nothing more to say to you.
Oh,
okay.
I didn't think of that. That might have actually been...
147. Dang, we got 147 points. Okay.
The
So.
Door of Destiny gives you some.
Okay.
I
Oh,
wish you
man.
the best, dear king.
A word of advice, King Graham. Once you have found the lady you seek, protect her with all your strength. Never leave her side, and place no importance above that of her well-being. Give your life for hers if it should ever come to that. Love can last an eternity, but your loved one can be lost in an instant. Heed those words, my king, and farewell.
Farewell. Okay.
Well, let's see if,
Well, I think it's almost, it's not even morning. She's already in bed. Okay, yeah, she's gone.
what happened. Wait, where's Ben?
Well, whatever coffin she's in.
This bookcase appears to recount the entire family history of the past counts of Kalima. The line apparently dates back many, many centuries. These books pertain to the ever-expanding world of science. As you skim over the titles, you see one that says, Evidence of a Spherical World. You shake your head. What will they think of next? It is a collection of literature dealing with the arrival of the first mages and what became of their descendants, who were and are all mages themselves. Evidently, the Count must be one such descendant, hence his apparent interest in the subject.
Wait, is that like magic?
Yeah.
Harry Potter should be in that. I'm just saying.
No, this is what.
When we
Dude,
read...
this is way Harry Potter.
Oh. Well, if they do make a remake of this, like the 2018 remake, they should make you read that and it said something about Harry Potter. They should do that. I really honestly think they should do that.
They won't, though.
You need to get closer.
Oh,
That's
God.
like the... I've
need
actually
to
been
get
counting.
closer.
That is the 7th time. 7th time I've counted.
Well, I mean...
7. It's taken 7 times for this game to say that to us.
You climb back into the decrepit rowboat,
No,
and
I-
the shrouded
You're
ghoul
walking,
ferries you
hey.
back across the lake.
Here. Sometimes you can... Oh, here. Meanwhile, hold on. Hold on. Cutscene.
This is good.
Yeah.
It looks like it's gonna take 20 minutes.
Okay. Meanwhile... Okay.
Come on.
He did what?
Well, it would appear that our Count's loyalty was to be questioned after all. Kaldor has decided to leave us, now that he again has his wife at his side.
No one has ever left my service before.
Yes, Father, it is most regrettable.
It is unthinkable!
Yes, Father, it is quite unthinkable.
It is up to you then, Sister Agatha.
Yes, Father, it is... pardon?
What?
You will have to deal with it yourself. If Graham dies abroad, the crown will pass to me. And with it, the item will be known to me at long last.
Father, are you sure? It is an ancient legend.
It does exist, and I will find it. Do you hear me, Agatha? Graham is not to return to Daventry alive.
So I guess that guy who ends up getting
The swamp
exposed-
seems a bit lighter than the last time you were here, and some of the heavy mist has lifted. Day must be dawning.
Hooray! Let's see if...
Now it's gonna be easier.
The boatman has nothing more to say.
I like the
Oh,
boat.
man.
The boatman is really nice. I like it.
Well, yeah, as long as you got money. Okay.
Yeah, he's mean. Yes.
Okay, we're out.
When we go to King's Quest 3, it's gonna be way harder because of you know what that stupid
Okay,
bird.
so the guy said, if Graham dies abroad, the throne will be his. So I guess I misunderstood the relationship. I know he doesn't have any heirs. I guess that guy's second in command in Daventry.
Yeah.
And it just happened to be a. I wonder what happens if you go back over to the thing. Save.
Where?
Oh well, it's daytime. They're not there.
Yeah. And plus, the dudes are. Actually, we could go in there because no one's there and they didn't lock it because
Maybe they did.
we killed the. To the door.
Let's see what happens when we go in.
Oh, remember at the very end when we.
I wonder if we can go back to the.
I dare you try and open the door.
You have no reason to go back inside.
Yeah.
I see why.
I agree.
I see why. Let's go
Okay,
to the
so
door
now-
of destiny. Let's go. Oh yeah, remember what happens now? The dwarf. He cuts off the thing.
You're right.
Remember? We have to do something about that.
Okay.
Do you know what we do? You go down. First of all, you go down
I know.
behind the bridge over again.
Well, it seems like it's been a long time since we cut that trap.
It has been a long time. It was like in the first episode.
Okay, you gotta be careful on across this.
Yeah, true. We did say so. It's you click
You
too
have
close
just
to the edge.
discovered the gravity of your situation.
You want me to show you how to walk across a bridge?
I've done that twice in this game. Hold on.
Yeah, I know.
I should have saved right there.
Yeah, I know you should have. I'm telling you, Dad. It's way. You don't have to do that. I'm just saying, you don't have to.
Oh man.
It's annoying. Da, 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 da.
I know. Let's save right here. Because we seem to have issues with this.
Oh no! The plank you stepped on was a trap. Your leg passed right through it, and now you are very, very stuck. Try as you might, you cannot dislodge yourself. You hear a noise. Someone or something is approaching you from behind.
You there! Can you? Wait a minute. I know you. You're that thieving little pest who used to reside in Daventry.
Yes. How kind of you to recognize me.
And just what are you doing here in Kalima?
Oh, this and that. At the moment, I'm getting my own back.
I beg your pardon?
Imagine my surprise when, having come home from a hard day's work,
Mugging, you mean?
I find that my treasure had been robbed and my food stolen.
Are you claiming either were yours to begin with?
I went a bit hungry yesterday, but I'm willing to forgive. I happen to know that you're carrying some most expensive items, including that which you stole from me. I give you a choice. Either you hand over some treasure, or I start cutting. I've already had a go at the ropes on the other side, so should you survive the impact once I have cut both ends here, I doubt the remainder will hold your dangling weight. Oh, yes. You could start it by throwing me those lovely gems you're carrying.
Okay.
Don't do it. You don't do it.
So,
I mean it, mister. Hand over those gems or I'll cut this bridge down.
dude,
Don't do it.
I know what to do here. This is one of those things when you the first time you do it and you figure out how to do it, you never forget it. This is one of those things. I don't remember when we get to the island. There's like these two lions. You got to figure out which one's telling the truth. I don't remember how to do that. I'll figure it out, I guess. But this thing right here, I will never forget this.
What do you do? It's something with a feather, isn't it?
No.
You've already used it. I thought you.
He's fixing to cut. It's on timer. He's fixing to cut the thing.
What do you do?
Let me show you what not to do. Watch this right here. This is what you don't do.
Thank you kindly. Now, those gems, please.
You lose a point. Just wait, he'll cut it. Well, I can't believe he hasn't cut it. Yeah, there you go.
Even if you had survived that, you now have no means of crossing to the other side. Your destiny is out of reach.
The door of destiny is out of reach. Guess you just fought it to death.
Okay, so let's do this again.
What happened? What do you do?
Oh no! You hearing?
Okay.
You that? Wait a minute. You're that?
Yes.
And just what? I beg your pardon.
Imagine my surprise.
Mugging, you mean?
I find that.
Are you?
I went to. I give you a. I've already had to go with the ropes on the other side. Oh yes.
Okay, so and if you give him like the gem.
Thank you kindly. Be seeing you.
You think giving away your only means of opening the door of destiny is the answer? In that case, there's this really nice bridge.
Yeah, you can't give him that either. So here's what we're gonna do.
What do you do?
I'll show you. Hold on one second. Once you realize what you do, it's like...
Oh, you hear a noise.
I'll never forget this. Because it makes a lot of sense.
Wait a minute. You're that?
Yes.
And just... I beg your...
Imagine.
Mug.
I find that...
Are you...
I went a bit hungry. I happen to know... I give you a choice. Either you hand over some treasure, or I'll start cutting.
Hand over some treasure.
I've already had to go with the ropes on the other side. So should you survive the impact once I have cut both in? Oh, yes. You could start it by throwing me those lovely gems you're carrying.
Okay. So...
You wrap your gems up tight in the cloth.
Okay.
You fool!
Now, if you want your treasure, then you help me.
Not a chance. I'm not coming anywhere near you.
Fine. Then you stay where you are, and the treasure stays over there.
He's getting nervous. He wants those gems.
It seems that your ultimatum has caused a conflict of interest for the dwarf. While he does not want to help you, his greed is demanding to be immediately satisfied. Having nothing else to do at present, you muse that kleptomania might be an inherent quality in dwarves in general. Then you notice the fraying ropes on the mountain end of the bridge. They are unraveling. He really did have a go at them earlier. They're a bit repressing the urge. Unless you have eaten some white snake, you are not going to have much luck conversing. Repressing the urge to... Even if you had survived that,
I'm trying to
you
talk
have
to him.
no means of crossing to the other side. Your destiny is out of reach.
So I guess I gotta talk to him quicker than
You're gonna
that.
fall. That was so close.
You hear?
Okay.
Wait a minute. You're that? Yes. And just... I beg...
I find...
Are you...
I've already... Oh...
Time up.
This item cannot... You wrap your gems up tight in the cloth.
You fool!
Now, if you...
Not a chance!
Fine. Then...
It seems that you're having nothing.
Okay.
Get out your talking thing.
Dang it.
The air feels fresh, seeing as how you may...
Talk to him.
Repressing the earth.
Well?
I might just leave you then. Wait until you die, and then come back. You will not be a problem to me when you are dead.
By which time the bridge will have fallen. You have done a good job on those ropes over there.
While muttering something inaudible, the dwarf throws you his knife. You catch it deftly, realizing that whatever you're going to do, you'd better do it fast.
Cut my leg off. That's what I gotta do.
Wait, is that actually what you do?
No. Okay, let's save.
What happens if you actually do that? Can you?
Oh. Hold on a second. I gotta. Okay, replace. Okay.
You can't use that.
Dang it!
Even if
What
you
I say right when I do it? I gotta do
you now
something.
have
Wait,
no
what do I
means of
do?
crossing to the other side. Your destiny
Door, leg
is
stuck.
out of. You can't use. Even if
save
you
right
have
before
survived
it
that,
falls.
you now have no means of crossing. You can't.
Use it on yourself.
I tried to
Even
use
if
it on
you have
myself.
survived
Oh
that,
man,
you
this
now
is
have
no
no
good,
means
dude.
of crossing. You can't use that.
Oh,
Even if you had survived that, you now have no means. You can't.
What am I
Even
supposed
if
to
you had
do?
survived that, you now have no means of crossing to the other side. Your destiny is out of. You can't use that there. You can't. You.
I don't know what I'm supposed to
Even
do.
if
I
you
can't
had
remember what I'm supposed to
survived
do.
that, you now have no means of crossing to the other side. You begin cut.
What are you doing? You're crazy!
As each rope gives way to your onslaught, you hold on tight and brace yourself for the inevitable. Upon impact, the collision shatters the plank that held your leg in place, and you're again free to move. You also discover that your entire body really hurts now.
So you have to do it at a certain time because your body's hurting.
Be careful, Graham. Any sudden movements might cause the bridge to fall.
I can't.
You have a certain time limit.
I know. I was
You
trying to
managed
click on the thing
survive,
to
crashing
climb,
into
but then I
the
thought,
face,
okay, I must have been.
only to forget that you are still in danger. You can't use.
You use it on that
Even if
little
you had
rope.
survived that,
Yeah.
you now
I
have
clicked
no
on the
means
rope
of
before.
crossing
No,
to
you
the other
clicked on your
side.
leg.
Your destiny. You begin cutting the exposed support rope.
What are you doing? You're crazy!
As each rope gives way to your onslaught, you hold on tight and brace yourself for the inevitable.
You use your feet. Your, like,
Upon
walk-
impact, the collision shatters the plank that
let me
held your
get it.
leg in place, and you're again free to move. You also discover that your entire body really hurts now.
Or you do use the hand thing.
You've made it to the other side safely. Of course, you have no way of getting back. Not that it concerns you at this point.
We don't care.
You could at least give me back my knife.
Yeah.
No!
It serves you right for stealing from Daventry's magic chest.
I got him.
Payback.
Yeah, pick up those things, Graham.
Oh
Let's
wait,
go, baby.
remember there's snot in it. He sneezed in it. Remember the guy
Oh,
he
yeah.
blew in it, so there's snot. It's like big,
Okay,
gooey,
so-
disgusting. Wait, big booger nuggets. He got big booger nuggets. on
Okay,
it.
so oh,
you
gosh.
unwrap the thing.
Okay, so
You unwrap the gems from the cloth.
So now you put the
so
gems.
what's the
Oh.
order here?
It's blue.
Blue, green, red.
Uh-huh. What?
You push the gem firmly into the indentation.
Green. We should have written this down. I should have known. I think it's green.
30 more points, baby. 30 more points. We can get max. We can get max score.
If you do it right, then that actually gives you points.
Man, we're less than 30 points away.
We were right. He was right.
Okay.
Rose, death. The cycle of this life is complete, now and forever. Speak, and my purpose is thus fulfilled. My passage to the next world may begin at long last.
Then, if you please, I would bid thee open.
As you wish, but a word of caution. As you enter, know in your heart which destiny you truly desire.
Sad. He crumbles though.
Okay, so
Oh, I can choose.
yeah, you can go to Past Realm, Metro Realm, Galactic Realm. These are all going to take you to different... Oh, I did not mean to click on that. I have no idea what I clicked on. Oh.
Past realm.
You have often wanted to go back into your past and try things differently. Enjoy the next year, Graham. You've lived it all before.
Click past.
Guess what
We're
I
gonna
did?
have to do it. You didn't save.
I didn't save. That's
You're
right.
gonna have to do it all over.
Okay,
again.
restore. Oh, rats.
You have like
Even
2
if you
seconds
had
to do
survived
it.
I wasn't ready.
You now have no means of crossing to the other
Sorry.
side. Your destiny is out. You can't use that.
Oh,
Dude, that
I
was,
clicked
like,
on
so
it.
close.
You now
I
have no
clicked on
means
it.
of crossing to the other side. You begin cutting the exposed
Jeez.
support rope.
What are you doing?
You're crazy!
As each rope gives way to your onslaught, you hold on.
Okay, I need my hand. I need a hand.
Upon impact, the collision shatters the...
Your body really hurts now because the gems hit you right.
Oh, get up there, we're gonna go. Yeah.
You've made it to the other side safely. Of course, you have no way of getting back.
You could at least give me back my knife.
Throw it on his face.
We should have thrown it at him and killed him.
It serves you
that's not-
right for
that's
stealing
distinct
from
question.
Daventry's magic chest.
Later.
Get out of here, loser.
Later, boy.
Okay.
It suckers to be you. It suckers to be you.
Okay. Save at the door.
Save at the door. To save at the door. At the door.
Place. The door.
The door.
You unwrap the...
Okay.
It's blue, green,
It's
red.
blue.
I like how certain ones glow. What happens if you put the other green
You
one?
push the gem for...
What happens if you put in the other green one? You just saved, Dad.
I know, but if we're gonna do all of them, let me put the green one in, and then I'll save.
No, put in the fake one. Put in the fake green one.
No.
No, I want to see what happens. I want to see what happens. No, I meant put the green one in where the green one was.
Nothing happened.
You should have put it right there since it's green. You messed up so bad.
I'll do it again. Chill. I want to see all the things. Oh, look at this hand. I can't click this. It's gonna take a while.
The cycle of this life is complete, now and forever.
It's 11, 14. Dang,
My
man.
purpose is thus fulfilled.
Yeah.
Well, we do have a
My
vending
passage to the next
It's
world
probably
may
not.
begin at long last.
Which world did we go
Then,
to?
if you please, I would bid thee open.
As you wish, but a word of caution.
I'm really only
As you enter,
interested in
know
seeing the
your
ones
heart which
that
destiny
involve
you
King
truly
Quest. There's some that
desire.
had Leadership Larry and Space Galaxy Quest, or whatever it's called. Police Quest. There's always different quest moves.
Go to the Tower Realm is where we need to go. Go to Future Realm. Future Realm, do it. Is this the one where we kill Cedric?
No, hold on. King's Quest 5.
You have opted to skip a large part of your life, eager to get it over with.
Cedric. He actually looks different. He looks. Wait, is that the same he looks in the normal in King's Quest 5?
Yeah. Okay, so now we can put him in the different.
You unwrap the gems from the cloth.
Don't put him in the wrong order. Put the green gem that saves you from the magic in the green. No.
This object is...
No. You grab the blue one, put it in. Take the green one, put it in.
It'll say nothing happens.
No, it won't. Trust me.
You
Sure,
push
we'll
the gem.
Watch this. Watch this. I know it's gonna work. It's gonna work.
Nothing happens.
Aww.
Nothing happens.
I wish you could do that.
Now I'm going to put the red one in. Put them out of order.
Out of order.
Because he says, birth, growth, life, the cycle of this. Oh, hold on. You can't put them in? Oh.
Oh, you put it in wrong.
As your flesh turns to dust and your bones clatter to the ground, you wonder if you had been thinking in an orderly manner.
You're supposed to put it in. You're supposed to put it in blue, green, red.
I know.
If you do it wrong.
Okay, so this
Wait,
time.
what happens if you put it in?
Oh, I didn't. I haven't unwrapped them yet. Sorry. Where'd they go?
You unwrap the gems from.
So here's the deal. I'm gonna do.
Put in the blue one, then put in the.
We're going to the tower now.
Okay.
You push the gem firmly into the indentation.
No, it's not lizards. It's Leader Shoot Larry. Just.
Oh.
Like a lounge lizard. We can always come back later and do these because we have to save.
I want to see what they all are. We'll do it's
maybe a bonus.
It's not gonna be a new episode of this. It's gonna be like a bonus episode.
Yeah, we'll do a bonus episode.
Yeah, and we'll put in bonus episodes of what we all cut out, and it's really funny. We'll put it in.
I'm not cutting much out of this.
Okay, but we're gonna do a video about this with all of them. It's gonna be hilarious.
Then, if you please, I would bid thee open.
As you wish, but a word of caution. As you enter, know in your heart which destiny you truly desire.
Which destiny?
I know which destiny. We're looking for Valenice. Valenice would be a nice name for like a dog or a cat.
I know this guy called PBG, and he has a dog named Zura from
Hold on.
the water goddess from the game. I can't remember what it's called. The fishy.
Okay, we're gonna stop here.
No.
Yeah.
I want to keep playing.
I know. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow. We'll play it again tomorrow.
I'm not
playing. No, it's almost 11:30. No. Hey, tell everybody bye. Hey, hey, come on, man. This is a good place to stop.
Man, no. You have to save it though.
Oh, I'll save right here. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna save.
No.
To the door, Swamp Park 2. Let's do this right here.
Place. Purple goo? Wait, put in purple water? Put in purple.
To the tower.
Small tower.
Oh, it didn't. Yeah, Saceville Tower.
Oh.
Okay, there's something very interesting about this tower. The location of it.
It's in the middle of the island, isn't it?
No, where this realm is.
Where is it?
Oh, that's you got to stay to the very end of it's really cool, but you got to stay to the very end.
What is it?
You got to watch the last episode to find that out. I'm not gonna tell you what it is.
The last episode.
Of
Oh
this.
no!
Yeah.
No!
It's one of the last things in the game.
No.
You actually figure out something that's really cool about this realm he's in. It's super cool. Okay?
I want to know. You have to. When we're done with the recording, tell me.
It's a matter of perspective, I will say.
Wait, I might know what he means. I might know.
You don't know. You don't.
I might know what he means.
Look, it's wrong. The hills have eyes. Look, the hills have eyes.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
So anyway.
Man, I don't want to say it.
Bye, guys. Thank you very much for watching. And we will probably there's probably one more episode of this.
Tomorrow.
I thought we were gonna go 7 episodes.
Pinky promised we'll do it tomorrow morning.
Well, we'll do it tomorrow sometime.
Tomorrow morning.
Okay, we'll do it. I'm gonna stay up tonight. If you guys go to bed, I'm gonna put this on YouTube.
Okay, so guys, I
Get
guess
belly.
we will see you next time tomorrow morning.
We'll do it sometime tomorrow, I promise. Because I'm ready to get it done. I want to move on to what? King's Quest 3, baby.
I
can't wait to get to King's Quest 3.
I want to play King's Quest 5 where you have annoying Cedric.
We've got to get through King's Quest 4 first.
No.
The Perils of Rosella. Oh man. And then we're gonna have to do
You have to
climb up that whale tongue. Oh, dude. Okay.
If you've
Bye,
never
guys.
played, wait, let me tell them about Perils of
No.
Valhalla.
We'll do that later.
You have